Hello people, what is happening? Good morning from the UK. It's Gino here again, and I'm here with a vocabulary building video for you guys today. As a language learner myself, I understand that vocabulary is something that you basically never stop learning, and it's very easy to just learn basic vocabulary and think that that's the job done. For instance, today I'm sat in my car, so I'm going to explain some vocabulary and get as many verbs in there as I can to different parts of the car and things that you might find within a car, because oftentimes we learn a new word, for instance car, and you might think this is job done, I don't need to learn anything else, but you're going to find yourself sat in a car with someone at some point, and just to know the word car isn't going to be enough. So I'm going to transcript this video underneath, so if there's anything you hear me say that you don't understand, just check the transcript and you'll be able to see how it's spelt, and hopefully you'll be able to understand what I'm actually saying. So let's get into this then. So today I'm sat in my car. So the inside of the car we would call the interior, and I'm going to start with the seats. So this seat that I am sat in right now, this is the driver's seat, and this part of the seat is called the headrest, because obviously you rest your head on there as you're driving along. This seat right next to me is the passenger seat. And anyone who is in your car as you're driving along, they are a passenger. You're the driver, they are the passenger. So this is the passenger seat, and you can see here I've got a little booster seat. This is for my little girl when she's in the car with me. And then the seats in the back, we would call those the back seats. And just to my right, as a safety feature, you can see we've got a seat belt. So this is a seat belt. And if I pull the seatbelt around me, and then I can clip it in to the seatbelt fastening, which is down here, and there you go, my seatbelt's on, I'm good to go. And to release the seatbelt, all I have to do is push this red button here, push that, and I can release the seatbelt, and then I'm able to move and get out of the car. I'm going to flip the camera around and show you some more stuff. So, car keys. Usually, car keys go in the ignition behind the steering wheel here. But in this particular car, the ignition is here. So I put the key into the ignition, and then I turn the key to start the engine. So the engine is now started. As I start the engine, you can see the screen has lit up. And this button here, this controls the radio volume. So if I turn the button, the volume gets higher. And if I turn it to the left hand side, the volume decreases. This is the steering wheel. I can turn the steering wheel in order to make the wheels turn and obviously turn the corner. To hold the steering wheel, I have to grab it. So this is to grab the steering wheel and turn it. If you look down here, you can see that we've got three pedals. This pedal right here, which I'm pushing with my foot right now, is called the clutch pedal. The one in the middle pedal, is the brake pedal. So this is what stops the car when you need to stop. You press this. And this one right here is the accelerator pedal. Here in the centre we've got the gear stick. This is the gear stick, which allows you to change the gears of the car. So in order to change the gears, I have to push the clutch. So I push the clutch with my foot, and then I can run through the gears. So first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear, sixth gear. And then to put it in reverse, I have to pull this up. So if I pull on that all the way to the left and then up, the car is now in reverse when I want to travel backwards. This right here, we call this an air freshener. I need a new one because this one's lost its smell, but they smell quite good. They're quite handy. This is the rear view mirror, and I can adjust the position of the rear view mirror in order to let me see things behind me. And also, when the mirror gets dirty, quite oftentimes to clean it, you might have to wipe the mirror with a cloth. And that's a hero. In the centre of the steering wheel, you can see on there's a little symbol that has a horn on it. So if I press this, that will beep the horn. I'm going to wind the window down. So by pressing this, I can make the horn sound. We call it beeping in English. So that's the horn beeping right there. These buttons right here, these control the windows. So if I pull the button up, the window winds up. If I push the button down, then I can make the window come down. Up, down, and up again. Sorry guys, that took a bit longer. This is to lock the door. So if I push that down, the door is now locked. If I pull it up, the door is now open. This is the door handle. So if I pull the door handle, I can open the door and get out of the car. I'm now on the outside of the car, so I can explain some things on the outside. This is the wing mirror. These are the wheels, and this part of the wheel we call it the tyre. This is the bonnet, and we can lift the bonnet by just underneath this bit. There's a lever. If I pull that, I can then open the bonnet, or pop the bonnet as we would say in English. And there you can see is the engine running nice and smoothly. These are the headlights, so these are the main lights at the front. These are the indicator lights, which are operated by a lever inside the car. So if I knock that lever up there, I'm now indicating. Can you see the flashing arrow, the flashing green arrow? That means I'm indicating to turn right, and the orange light is flashing on the outside, as you can see right there. I'll just switch that off. These are the window wipers. They wipe the window when it's raining, wipe up and down. This would be the grille, and this bit under here, which I've covered, is the registration plate, because that is the registration number of your car. These are door handles, and this bit at the back, we call this the boot. I know in America they call it the trunk, or whatever you want. So you can see I've got various things in here. One of the things I've got is what we would call a hard hat. I have to wear this when I go to work on the railway. This is my second job, is the railway. So if I just close the boot, this here is the petrol cap. So we open that and then we twist the cap, remove the cap, and that is where you would fill up with petrol or diesel, because this car is a diesel. And that's about it, guys. So I hope that you've learned some vocabulary from this video, and if you like it, then give it a thumbs up. If you don't, then give it a thumbs down. If you have any particular area you would like me to do a vocabulary building video on, then let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.